Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have the live stream announced for Tanabata here. Now, remember last year they had, what was it? It was the idol or a singer. They had someone like that on the stream, which I think led to them doing kind of like the data download and stuff like that before the stream. Now, unfortunately, I guess it looks like that's always just going to be like a fear we have kind of like in the back of our mind and stuff like that. I'm going to be optimistic because, again, I know, global, it's been rough in 2024, but JP is definitely in the midst of its best, year ever. So I'm going to go ahead and think that we are going to get no kind of like spoilers or something like that. I'm going to guess they won't even do the Dokkan event teaser before this. I don't think we'll see, details, kits, data download, nothing. I'm going to guess that we're going to get no spoilers leading up to this. Now, the other thing, too, is this is definitely a couple of days earlier than last year, because if we remember, the stream happened, and then Super Saiyan 4 Goku came out. It was like an hour and a half. I remember it was a very nip and tuck day for me because Goku came out and then I had a plane I had to get on like 2 hours later. Like it was very close. That was June 29th right there. So we're several days earlier. Now, if we look at the calendar, do I think he could come out on like June? Probably the 28th. I just like, damn, dude. I like Cell Max and this Dokkan Fest LR just have like no time between each other at all. It'd just be crazy. I mean, this time slot is kind of dumb. They really should push the Yellow Quinn LR probably like forward a week, right? Like they should have it be the second week of June and not the third week of June is what they should do instead. But all right, so we have this announcement. Now it's, what is that? That's 8 p.m. Japan time, I think. Yeah, 8 p.m. What time is that for me? Yeah, interesting. So it looks like this is going to be at 7 a.m. my time. So this is it is an unusual stream time. Usually kind of like the big anniversary streams and stuff like that will happen around like 10 p.m.-ish my time, 11 p.m.-ish my time. But this one is at 7 a.m. my time. Okay. Sure. We will be ready, of course, for that. All right. So that, of course, will show us, who the big character is and stuff like that. I mean, maybe we could even potentially get like some cheeky details about the global sync or something like that. I would say it's not likely, but I would also say it's probably possible. So, only a couple of days away. Yeah, that's only a few days away. We're getting into Tanabata. Very good, very good. So there's that. Then we have a notice in-game as well that Tanabata is going to be coming. Now, I guess we could just start this by looking at Purunga right there. Oh, you know what I should have did is pulled up the one from last year. Let me just quickly do that. All right, so here's last year's. And notice this was actually shown on the 26th. And then the stream, of course, was on the 29th. Yeah, I mean, damn, dude. Do we think that there's a chance that this Dokkan Fest LR is going to drop just a couple of hours at like on the 26th? Holy hell. Dude, I feel like it's possible. I do think so. Huh, could you imagine? Damn, okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. So, Purunga's on there. I don't necessarily think that means, it could be Namek Saga. But I would also say at the same time, I do think Namek Saga, I mean, so there's kind of like two paths, I think, right now. There are missions which drop on the 25th, which is, one day before the live stream, which to me indicate potentially UI Goku and Hit. Now, the thing is, I've saw some people say, like, what about Blue Kaioken Goku? That's been my guess for Tanabata, like, 4 years in a row. And while that would be, I'll take Blue Kaioken Goku and Hit, neither of them would be on this. Because if you point to the old hits that are on Universal Survival Saga, remember, the first early days of categories, like, all the hits just got Universal Survival Saga, even if they're from Universe 6 or 7 tournament. And then all those movie character Gohan and Goten and Trunks has all got Boo Saga as well as movie heroes, right? The early days of Dokkan categories. Remember, you can't really look at that as, something that's going to happen today. So if they dropped Blue Kaioken Goku and a hit from the Universe 6 or 7 tournament, neither of them would be Universal Rival Saga. So, I mean, I don't know. Is this directly pointing to Tanabata? I'm inclined to say yes, but we'll see. I guess it's very possible that it's not. We'll see. Because again, remember, Space Traveling Warriors, this would be Jiren or Hit. They both have that. Obviously, we know which characters have Universal Rival Saga. And then Universe 6 would be either Hit or Kefla. But Namek, I would not be opposed to, because we have not really had Namek Saga for quite a while. I think it's very easy if we head here. Let me just go back. Let me actually just pull a Namek Saga character up. Alright, so here's the Namek Saga. So we did get LR Ginyu, but, I mean, Ginyu is specifically for special pose, so that doesn't really matter so much. And we see it's like, this is the cooler movie worldwide download, the Ginyu celebration, and then the worldwide of 2021. So it's like, we have not had Namek Saga stuff basically for years. And there's a lot that they could do from the Namek Saga. I mean, Zarbon, completely untouched. Dodoria could get a character. I know you could say we just got a Dodoria, but remember, that's from the Bardock special, the Dodoria. That's not from Namek. Zarbon, by the way, I think could, get a Dokkan Fest. I mean, it would be, one of the most unhyped Dokkan Fest ever, but, I mean, he is a transforming character, so they could do that. Then, of course, Kaioken Goku. That's what I've pulled up right here. I think a Kaioken Goku would be very, very sick. Now, this is the actual Kaioken Goku we could pull up. It's this one right here. This is from the 2018 Worldwide Download Celebration. This guy, I think that this would be awesome as a potential Dokkan Fest LR. Kaioken Goku. Let's take a look. So, I mean, yeah, man. What I'm really looking for right now, I think what would be very healthy for, super class characters, if we would get it, would be a Kamehameha leader, a Bond of Parent and Child leader, or an Earthbred Fighter leader, or even, Goku family or something like that. Any of those would be really, really, really fun leaders. This Goku, I could see Earthbred Fighter specifically for him. I think that would be awesome to revitalize this team. You can run it with 23rd World Tournament Goku. Yamcha's way too... No. Because he's 50% true dodge or die now. But 23rd World Tournament Goku, you could get away with running him as a leader, but we want a real Earthbred Fighter team. So I would totally be down with this. He'd be on a lot of teams. I mean, every single character that comes out is on Broly's team, because it seems like every character is either, Super Boss's full power or transformation boost. So he'll be there. I'm just looking at different leader skills. I guess he's not really on other teams. A lot of these, I mean, he's on the Boo Saga Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but again, that character was designed where he needs specific Boo Saga allies. But I would love a Kaioken Goku. I mean, if we look at base Goku, there's nothing really good for base Goku. I mean, I would consider 23rd World Tournament Goku to be mid or bad, because regardless of what people they go, oh, a million defense with guard is bad now. It's not. It's not elite, but it's not bad either. But he doesn't just start out with a million defense with guard. He has to get hit 57 times and someone has to die. It's ridiculous conditions to get him to that point. And so often I see people talk about him and they act like it's free, and it's not. It takes a long time to get there. This guy has fallen off quite heavily, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Yeah, so, despite the fact that, base Gohan or base Goku was so annoying last year, I mean, they're all dead now. And that's what happens when you drop bosses that super for 3 million damage harder. So, a base Goku is something we could get that maybe transforms into Kaioken, or even transforms into Super Saiyan or something like that. If we look at Super Saiyan Goku, likewise, it's basically dead. I mean, this is a very, very mid kind of free-to-play character. I've found that he's not as effective as I would like him to be, this guy, unfortunately. this guy's specific fights, like I've found that you can run this guy against like Cell Max. This guy doesn't really do much. If it's Namek Saga, maybe this guy could EZA and Frieza could EZA. I might just do a video on them separately, because like if they're gonna build this celebration around Dokkan Fest LR, Kaioken Goku, Carnival LR, Final Form Frieza, and then the EZAs for these, that looks like a pretty good celebration to me, right? Like I think that would be really good. So like that's, if this is what they're aiming for, these two EZAing plus those two, I mean, that's what I want. You guys know one of the biggest things I'm talking about constantly is I want Dokkan to respect their Dokkan Fest exclusive characters. And if we make it Namek Saga, any Frieza, any Zarbon, any Dodoria is going to help this guy. Right now, all the Dokkan Fests this year are very usable, very effective, except like Frieza's good, but it's what Super Bosses was 3 weeks ago. Frieza can look good while you're dying every single run because the team is weak. That's what happens. That's not a problem for Rose anymore. And all it takes is one celebration, and that's not a problem for Frieza either. So I would actually say this looks good to me. Dokkan Fest LR, Kaioken Goku, Carnival LR, Final Form Frieza. Let's just pull up this one right here. This guy is like a Carnival LR, I think would be really sick. Let's see. Just make him a Terrifying Conquer leader. Hell yeah. Yep. Remember, okay. If this is going to be a Carnival LR, yeah, dude, Terrifying Conquer, 200%. Boom. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. There you go. That's it. That's all we need. Because we've already got the Metal Cooler's Wicked Bloodline. I mean, if he's like Transformation Boost 200%, that's not bad. Well, no, yes it is, because First Form Frieza's not on Transformation Boost. So stupid. This guy is not on Transformation Boost. So he cannot be Transformation Boost. We cannot, because 2023 Dokkan would do that. I have faith 2024 Dokkan is not doing that. So yeah, I guess no. We did just get a Sworn Enemy leader in Fat Boo. I would hope for Terrifying Conquerors for sure. I guess he could do Space Traveling Warriors as well, which would be this, by the way. Okay, maybe. But yeah, there's quite a few teams here that would be fine. Inhuman Deeds, I think, would be okay as well. I'd totally be okay with that. All right, so there's that. So Frieza and Kaioken Goku, again, I'd love that. By the way, Frieza, not only could, like a Carnival LR for Final Form Frieza be really good and really needed, but, I mean, think of all the different transformations that this guy, like first form into second form into third form into final form. None of those are represented in game. They could actually drop, 5, just like with how I talk about Buhan, they could drop 5 more LRs for Buhan with all the animations they have. It's the same thing with Frieza. They could do 5 Namek Saga LR Friezas with all of the different animations that this guy has. So there's that. And then also, if it is just going to be, potentially Universe 6 vs 7 Goku vs Hit, or like a UI Goku versus like Hit, Jiren, or Kefla, I think that like a UI Goku that would start at blue makes a lot of sense to me. Again, I mean, keep in mind, the 9th anniversary wiped out the game. So it's like, 2024 characters are elite. They're all designed very well. They're all very good. But like pre-2024 characters just aren't worth it. Like Blue Goku's completely dead. There's nothing here. It's completely dead. Blue Goku. There's literally nothing. Nothing. There's not a single thing here that's usable. It's all trash. So a Blue Goku, I do not want a revived transformation, because it just is a fact that is going to be very difficult to see a lot of the time. So a normal transformation, Goku into UI Goku, could be very good. I mean, considering Goku, it's kind of like he takes damage and like, revives as UI. It would make me nervous that he'd either have an HP condition or he'd have to get hit a bunch of times or something like that. But I do think a UI, like a Blue Goku transforming into UI Goku could be sick. It could also be Blue Kaioken that transforms into Goku. By the way, keep in mind, if they drop this guy from the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament, I do believe they'll call him Blue Kaioken Goku, because they do have they do have a precedent of actually calling a character Blue Kaioken Goku, but maybe because they don't like to really change names and stuff, maybe they will, even if they drop this guy, they still would just call him Blue Goku from Universe 6 vs. 7. But if they drop Blue Kaioken from the Turn of Power, they would actually call him Blue Kaioken. I'm not really too sure how they'd go about that. I would totally be down with Universe 6 vs. 7 with a Part 2 LR hit, obviously. And then they could just drop a start of turn UI sign Goku. SDR UI sign is definitely good. He's definitely usable. I think there's an outside chance we could see Super EZA in UI. People pointed out that they could do a Super EZA actually for this guy right here too. Whoops, I already closed. I keep closing it out. They could do a Super EZA for this guy, which I think would be good. Because the thing is, maybe we don't need to go so heavy on superhero right now, which is also another reason why I would be totally down with Namek Saga. Because like superhero, you know, you already can auto every single event in the game, and now we just get a Dokkan Fest LR added to it. Like, it's ridiculous. Hit needs an LR bad. Jiren needs a new characters. This guy's 2018. This guy's 2020. I mean, that's kind of offensive for Jiren. I don't care how people talk. Jiren is sick, okay? Jiren is raw. End of story. So, like, I would love, like, some crazy, powerful Jiren characters. And then Kefla needs an LR as well. I mean, the good thing about Kefla, Jiren, or Hit is that they're all super bosses, which continues the super bosses theme. So that's another thing that makes me think Universe 6 vs. 7 or Tournament of Power is a little bit more likely, because we're continuing super bosses. But to me, like, these four, Dokkan Fest LR Kaioken Goku, Carnival LR Final Form Frieza, leading into Dokkan Fest LR EZAs for these two, that would go very hard, I think. I assume their leader skills would become double 180. Is probably what they'd get, right? Double 180. That's what Dokkan Fest LR's EZAs are getting usually. Well, no, the 5th anniversary Blue Fusions, they got double 170s, huh? But yeah, these guys, man, that would be a fun-ass celebration. Just these four. Bam, bam, bam. Well, no, dude, I have too many tabs open. 1, 2. Wait, where's the Frieza? Bro. Okay, hold on. No. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. That's how we'll end. So, let me know what one you guys would like to see. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.